Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on FNAF. Yes, the FNAF movie is still happening. In this video, I'll be talking about FNAF news, including the FNAF movie and the new info that we just got about the FNAF movie, right from the man who is the owner of the production studio that's making the FNAF movie's mouth himself. I also got some other FNAF news to talk about. You know the deal. You're not new here. You get the point, okay? I also want to say that I have a lot of cool things coming up for the channel. I have some longer form videos that I've been working on and are taking forever. So thank you for being patient with that, but I am so excited to show you guys what I've been working on. The thing with FNAF and with most things on the internet is that it comes in waves. You know, there's high points and there's low points. And we are currently at like a dead point for FNAF where there's not really any FNAF news. There's not really anything going on. Steel Studios is working on the DLC. They're not releasing any teasers, no FNAF news about pretty much anything, and that means videos on this channel are not coming out as frequent as I'd want them to. But to kind of solve that and put out some new content while we wait for more FNAF news, I'm going to be making some newer style videos that are more longer form on this channel. I'm really excited to show you what I've been working on and what ideas I have. So without further ado, let's just get into the video. Let's talk about the FNAF news, shall we? So our first piece of FNAF news in this FNAF dead period is a Five Nights at Freddy's PEZ pack. Yes, we have stooped this low. Funko has released a $20 4-pack PEZ Five Nights at Freddy's themed PEZ dispenser candy PEZ pack. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. PEZ is like a little candy dispenser. They have like little themed ones. It's just like there's usually characters on them and you can like eat candy out of their mouths, which, you know, sounds gross on the surface, but it's really like... There's a Five Nights at Freddy's PEZ pack, and it's $20. And if you think that's worth it, great. And if you don't think it's worth it, great. I, don't think it's worth it. But, if you're interested in this Five Nights at Freddy's PEZ pack, the link will be in the description. Credit or debit. Have a great day, y'all. Have fun with your PEZ pack. I will not be picking this up, but it looks cool. Looks cool to look at. Maybe it's bigger in person. Maybe it's like a giant thing, maybe it's like the size of my arm. Anyways, let's move on to the next piece of FNAF news. Here we go. So Youtooz did an AMA on Reddit and they answered some FNAF themed questions, and I want to go over those right now. Tough Junket 207 said, hello Youtooz. They asked a bunch of questions. We're going to focus on only the FNAF ones. Do you have a release date for the FNAF Fanverse collection, or it's to be determined? They said probably around August or September. We just started getting the prototypes for it. So it looks like the Fanverse, the Fazbear Fanverse initiative, Youtooz products will be out somewhere along August or September. So if you're looking forward to those, the Pop Goes ones, I think the Joy of Creation ones are still coming. If you're looking forward to those should be coming along August or September. I will keep you updated. The next question is, will you make a second wave for FNAF Security Breach? Because there's a lot of new characters. People are asking you to turn them into figures like Sun and Moon, DJ Music Man, and Vanessa 2. Youtooz says, yes, we are working on some new designs, including some you named and some others like Purple Guy. So it looks like we might be getting some DJ Music Man, Vanessa, Sun and Moon stuff coming in the future from them. There was a Sun and Moon plushie. There wasn't a DJ Music Man or Vanessa anything. We got a Vanny vinyl figure, but nothing about Vanessa, nothing about DJ Music Man. I would love a giant DJ Music Man foot-long vinyl statue figure. I would buy that in a second. Can you imagine just having like a big DJ Music? Oh my god. I just thought of that on the spot. I'm a genius. Youtooz, you need to hire me. And the last one I could find was about a Springtrap plush, and Youtooz said we designed one. So it looks like we might be getting another Springtrap plush. We have a ton of them, but what is one more? Let me know what you think about that stuff in the comments below. Is there anything that Youtooz hasn't made yet that you'd like them to make for FNAF? I want to know what you think. Now let's move on to the final piece of FNAF news, the FNAF movie. So like I said, FNAF comes in waves. The popularity has its peaks and it has its valleys, and we are in a valley right now. In my opinion, usually around 6 months after a FNAF game is released, it kind of turns into a valley for FNAF. The excitement kind of goes down. We already found everything about the new game. We kind of already know all of the new lore, anything that we can figure out at least. And there's not really much to talk about anymore because there's no teasers, there's no new game coming anytime soon. We have the DLC, but we're not really hearing much about that. I'm sure Steel is hard at work on that, but this is definitely a valley right now. So it came to my surprise that today, or yesterday by the time you're watching this video, Jason Blum of Blumhouse Productions, the creator of Blumhouse Productions that is making the FNAF movie, put out some FNAF tweets about the FNAF movie, and it shocked everyone. Jason Blum, this poor man, on every single tweet that he puts out is just spammed with FNAF stuff, just asking when the FNAF movie is, just pictures of Freddy, pictures of the animatronics, everyone spamming FNAF memes at him, asking when the FNAF movie. It's insane. I cannot imagine what his notifications on Twitter are like, but they are probably just filled with FNAF, and there's no way that he doesn't see them. And it seems like Jason Blum yesterday was finally fed up with all this stuff and was like, okay, fine, I'll give the kids something, I'll give the kids what they want, I will give them a little update on the FNAF movie, and then I'll be on my merry way. So it looks like we got a little update on the FNAF movie. Jason Blum put out some tweets. Let's read them, let's analyze them, and see what we got. Jason Blum tweeted, "Listen here, all you FNAF fanatics, well, specifically the doubters, stop doubting." And that tweet has 11,000 likes as of this moment that I'm reading it, and oh my gosh, did Twitter blow up when this was tweeted. People have been frantically looking at Jason Blum's Twitter waiting for FNAF movie news, and it is just so kind of weird that they just constantly like have his notifications on and are just looking at every single tweet, analyzing it to see if we could get any FNAF movie news. Like, can people just take a break with like stalking this man and looking for FNAF news in every single... And this man finally gave us something. He said, "Stop doubting the FNAF movie, it's coming." I honestly don't know why he tweeted this. This is such a weird thing to tweet. Tweeting this implies that there's a ton of people tweeting at him saying that it's never gonna happen, and it seems like most of the people tweeting at him under his tweets are like asking when it's gonna happen, not like saying this will never happen, this will never happen. So this is an interesting thing to tweet out. It seems like he's trying to make the doubters not doubt anymore so we can all get on board and all be excited about the FNAF movie. But I don't think he realizes that we need something. There's nothing tangible about this movie. There's kind of just been words from people. There have been promises that haven't been kept, things that people said that were going to be done that were never done, and then never followed up on why they weren't done. It's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff going around about this movie, and to get this tweet is really, really encouraging, but also very confusing because he could have tweeted anything about this, and it's just interesting that he tweeted at the doubters telling them to stop doubting. When doubting, honestly, I don't blame people for doubting because there's not really much to go off of as far as this movie. But I think the most exciting tweet from Jason Blum for me was when he replied to someone named Carter. Carter replied to him and said, "Please make it as horrific as it's intended to be," and Jason said, "It will be." This was my fear with the FNAF movie, that it wasn't going to be scary, it was going to go more kid-friendly, but with Blumhouse Productions, they produce horror movies, and horror movies that I really like. I've seen a lot of their horror movies, and they make really great horror movies on a tight budget, and I think they could really do something amazing as far as horror with FNAF, and it looks like they are going in that direction. So that is the biggest piece of news out of the tweets we've gotten from Jason Blum, is that this will be a proper horror movie. They are not going kid-friendly, they are not pulling a security breach on us. We are getting a proper like FNAF 1 style horror movie, and I am super, super excited for that. I just wish there was something that could be tangible with this movie. I wish we could get a little teaser. I wish we could get a little more info. Maybe not a teaser, because I think the main thing that people were confused about and upset about with Security Breach is that there was too many teasers too soon. So people were just getting hungry and hungry and hungry for more teasers, but they were like really early on in making the game when they decided to tease it. So I don't think they should tease the movie too soon. I think they should take their time, but I am patiently waiting as well with all of you for this movie, and I just cannot wait. I hope they lean heavily into the horror aspects of this franchise, and I hope we get more news about the FNAF movie sometime this summer, because last time we heard from Jason Blum, he said we were dangerously close to more news about the FNAF movie, and that was like a few months ago. So we're due for some FNAF movie news, and I'm excited for that, and I will definitely let you know when that comes out. But this was a good, nice little FNAF movie update, and I think the fandom really needed this, and they responded in droves to this. So I think, and I hope, Jason Blum sees the response to this and sees how excited the fans are, and maybe it motivates him a little bit more. Who knows? But yeah, that is all the FNAF news I had today. Let me know if you're excited about the FNAF movie in the comments below. I know I am. It's good to know that it'll come eventually. We just have to be patient, and the FNAF community is really good at being patient. So I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.